No, I definitely feel like I got better. Still, a little bit of just like too loose. Need to be more focused, more locked in. I was able to throw another inning, so I was able to correct it and get to where I want to be. Um, but yeah, I felt really good with everything: slider, fastball, curve, change. They all feel good. They're definitely a lot, and they're more ahead of where I want them to be during this time, just because it's all about building. But I feel really good, so I'm definitely happy with that, and I'm gonna keep moving, forward in that direction. I really like the way I'm able to understand the hitters and understand what I want to do to them pretty quickly. I feel very comfortable and confident when I'm out there, and that allowed to have 2 quick innings, which is good. But again, a lot of things I got to get better at. First pitch strikes was terrible today. Got to get better at that. Got to be in the zone. And yeah, I mean, from that point, I mean, and then getting behind on a lefty that shouldn't happen. Um, so frustrated with that. I'm gonna look into it more. But those are the things that kind of stuck out to me, and I'll get better at it. Also got to move my big body to first a little better. That was slow. So spring training form on getting over to first. So I'll make sure to do some early work so we can lock that in. Um, got another comebacker to second. Got to be more smooth on that. Better throw, get the ball to him quicker to get the double play. But there's a lot to dissect. So I'll really look at it. I'll learn from it. I'll get better, and I'll be better for the next start.
Strong starts from some of the guys in the projected rotation so far. What have you learned from being around your new rotation mates?
Uh, I mean, not a whole lot, honestly, if we're going to be honest. I've been talking to him, I got to get to know him first. I think before I can really learn a whole lot from him, I got to understand them as a human. Once I do that, then our relationship can develop and then I can grow, we can grow, and we can learn from each other. But as of right now, my focus isn't, what can I learn from these guys? It's just learning them and learning who they are. And then from then, then we can really learn stuff. But I think the reason why it's solid starts from a lot of these guys is they're solid players. I mean, it's pretty simple. You got guys that can really throw the ball, and they're really confident who they are. And when it comes to our starting rotation, I mean, there's guys that have been doing it, and then there's the guys that have been doing it over here. So it's definitely an exciting thing to be a part of. But for me personally, I don't know what's making guys be great every day out there. I think I just have to spend more time with them, understand them, and then once I know them, then I can understand why they're succeeding, why they're failing, why they are who they are. Uh, I mean, again, I think it goes with the question that you just asked. I got to get to understand these guys. So I think the ceiling is, I want to say it's through the roof. I mean, I want to say we have the best starting staff, in the world. But I personally have to learn these guys and, learn what makes them good, what makes them tick, what makes them who they are. But you look at it on paper, really, really good, really talented. Staff that can, pick up a lot of innings, and then that'll help our bullpen be even stronger, through the season and postseason. So, from paper, yeah, we're amazing. But for me, being able to figure out them first, I think then I can give you answers that, actually have a lot behind them.
Hey Blake, I know just kind of off that, I know you were really excited, obviously, about just the talent on this roster before you got here. I'm curious, just sort of being closer with them these last few weeks, what has sort of jumped out to you about this team that maybe you didn't realize until you started spending some time around them?
I think the one thing I realized right away that I was already, really aware of is this team has fun. I think that's been the coolest part about doing the work every day is I've been having so much fun playing and learning these guys that it's been it's been almost to the point where I go out there and I'm still having fun instead of more so locking it in and um, you know going after it right away. I think that was one thing because I see Hosmer at first and all I'm thinking about is just messing around and having fun and joking. So it's more so locking that in, and then once I do that, we'll be good. But this team has fun, and it's a lot of fun to show up to work every day. So I think that's the one thing that I noticed is really fun being here. Is that it's so much fun to be a Padre every day.
And you also talked about just the opportunity to consistently pitch deeper in the games with this
Yeah.
team. Is there anything that you need to show in spring training or anything you need to do to get ready so that that becomes a reality this year?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think, honestly, I don't think I have a lot to prove to anyone other than myself. I know I can do it. It's more, getting the opportunity to do it. I don't think I need to show in spring, that I'm capable of doing so and so. I think, keep the same approach that I've been, the approach that has got me to the point where I'm at, which has been, it's been a successful point so far. So I think if we build, we're smart, and we grow, and then the early months, we really build and we get a good base and a solid structure, then I'll be able to really, go as deep as I want to go into every ball game. So I would say, it's just stay the same in what I've been doing, and as I do that, then I can really see what I'm going to be, through the season.
A separate question. Thinking back to your first big league camp, who are maybe some of the big leaguers that you maybe, helped you out, helped get you acclimated? And
It's a lot. I mean, Price, I'll start with Price, just by, he was with Boston when he really started to help me. And it was more just getting me comfortable and understand, like, it's going to take time to grow and to get better and to understand the game and not, press yourself so hard. So he was the first one that really helped me. Matt Moore was definitely a guy that was right there with Price. First guy to help me, way more hands-on and vocal. And, he made it to where, I was really comfortable. Matt Moore was a guy that, I idolized, really, all the way from when I got drafted even till now. So he helped me a lot. Archer, Evaldi, Cobb, Smiley. I mean, there's even more that I'm leaving out, Odorizzi. I was really, really blessed. I mean, I had so many, veteran guys that, have gone through a lot and were able to help me. Charlie Morton at the back end, what a guy. I love him to death. He's the greatest human on the planet. But there's been so many, veteran guys that have really helped me. And I've been really lucky. And I'm looking forward to, building the relationships with, Mark, Craig, you, and the other guys as well. But, what you can get from guys that have been in the game for so long is it's special because they've been through everything, and to continue to do what they do as they get older, it's even more impressive. So there's so much to learn, but I've personally been very lucky to have, all the guys that were in front of me that really helped me and, dug in. So I don't know if I said Smiley, but Drew Smiley helped me a lot too. There's a lot of guys. So yeah.
Will that help inform the way you are with guys like Gore and Weathers and other young guys that come through this system?
Yeah, I'll be able to help, a lot of these guys, but it's time, you got to build a relationship, build the trust, you can't just come in and be like, I'm the guy, that you got to be able to talk to them, be their friend. And then when they're struggling, that's when they'll come to you, and then, or I'll go to them and we'll talk. It's not something that's going to be forced. I think when you force it, it's just no one's listening to that. I think it has to be a genuine friendship, a genuine connection of comfort, to where, then they'll come up and start asking. But it all starts with, you got to be the friend. You got to, be genuine towards them and, their dreams that they're chasing. Once you do that, then you're able to help them. You can help them grow. They're more willing to listen. But again, that comes with, I got to prove myself every day. I got to be accountable every day. And I got to be on my game to be the best me I can be. As long as I'm doing that, then they'll be more willing to, listen and learn from what I have to say. But again, I'm still open to learning from them too. The game keeps evolving. I got to evolve too.